What's up, guys? Riley Winn with Digital Trends. We're here at Fox Sports Media Day ahead of Super Bowl 54. We caught up with the broadcasters, the analysts, and even some former players. Let's see what they had to say.
Well, I think it's changed the way it's called because there's a lot less that I have to do. I mean, everything is crystal clear in your living room on a flat screen probably, or in a bar on a flat screen. And, you know, if I go back and watch my dad do Super Bowl IV, it was just grainy footage, and they were in one of the worst seats in the house, and he probably had a monitor. I've got 10, 12 monitors sitting in front of me. I mean, I could probably do the game from my basement in St. Louis. Technology is so good, I could just do it off the TV. So that's changed, and we've got 90 cameras covering this thing. I mean, I don't know how you use 90 cameras, but I'm told we have 90 cameras. I would imagine the game will look pretty damn similar to every other game we've done this year when we had 15 or whatever. But, you know, if something happens, we'll have a camera there covering it. And that was not the case over there. It wasn't the case 15 years ago. There weren't 90 cameras or cameras in pylons or cameras on officials' caps or whatever. So I think you have to respect that too, because over-talking and trying to, make it an assault on the viewer is just too much. Sometimes you just let the pictures carry the action.
Well, it depends on who you are. I think it's a good thing for television. I think it's a good thing for viewers. I don't think it necessarily helps the league because we see mistakes happen. And we at home and on television sit and go, well, that's a blown call or that's a missed call. And everybody knows it now. Whereas before, the technology, it was kind of blurry. You couldn't really see it. There wasn't a camera angle. Now, for the most part, we get to see all that. I think the league could do a better job of embracing technology and going, if you at home can see it, then we should be able to do something about it. You should never leave a game where at the end, people at home feel there should be one interpretation and the league didn't do it, and then later on they go, oh, our bad.
I don't know if it's changed so much how the game's played. I think it's probably changed certainly the way it's viewed, but then also the way in which it's officiated, I guess you could say, with the challenges and things of that nature. But I think it's great. I think sometimes maybe we get a little too cute for our own good, but for the most part, we've been able to. You watch a game from years ago. Joe was talking about it with his dad covering the Super Bowl 50 years ago, and the cameras that we have and the way that we're able to take a fan and kind of bring them inside the lines and make them feel like they're right in the middle of it. I think it's fantastic. It's only going to get better. I can't wait to see where we're at another 10 years from now.
Oh, it wasn't easy. Listen, like my man Howard right here will tell you, and we go way back. He's a good friend of mine from Philadelphia. I can't believe I'm sitting here. I'm just so gracious. I'm so grateful. I'm so appreciative. And, I think, playing football, you never think about what you're going to do after while you're playing in the game. Always said to myself when I was a kid, I would love to do some form of broadcasting when I was young, and grew up and then shied away from the media when I was playing. And when I got to Philadelphia, I felt more comfortable being in front of the camera, but never thought I would have a serious broadcasting role as an analyst. And, year one was different. It was tough. I had to take into the consideration, and I'm not the one being interviewed. I have to deliver, and I have to, use my expertise, the best way I can, man. And come a long way with the help of my colleagues and Tony Carissa, Coach, Colin. Just a good group, man. The Fox family support me. So, I never thought I would be in this position, but, I certainly appreciate it, and I'm going to continue to try to be the best I can be.
Do you have any advice for other players that want to take their career and turn it into a broadcasting career?
I would say for players who want to get into broadcasting, start working on it while you playing the game. They have more than enough seminars and opportunities for guys to learn the craft and learn what needs to be done. It's a lot of different programs out there, like I said, and if it's something that you seriously want to do, they'll welcome you with open arms.
I wouldn't say the transition was easy, and also I took a little time off too, but I always wanted to stay busy. I took enough time off after, I announced my retirement and stuff, so I wouldn't say any transition's easy. It's definitely difficult, unless if you truly know. I would say the only true person that made that transition easy is Tony Romo, being, went right from playing, like right to commentating and doing a whole game, like that's impressive. Like I'm not gonna lie, like you got to be on top of your game. You got to love the game of football to a full T if you're going to be doing that, knowing every player inside and out. I'm not even close to that level, but I'm just, you know, before the game, halftime and stuff, and it's a process. It's definitely a job. It's definitely a transition, and you got to be aware. You got to know what you're talking about. You got to be true to yourself, and you know, you know, I've learned that if I just talk about my true experiences that I had through the NFL and share those, then things go well.
I don't know if it changes the way they approach the game. I think it changes certainly the way they approach the media. They don't need us. I mean, in all honesty, you know, they all have their own social channels and they can put out on whatever media they want and whatever platform they want their thoughts. So there's no need to sit and talk to us unless they just want to. So I think maybe the only way it changes is if someone wants to have a Twitter beef, you know. So then now when I see you on Sunday, we've been beefing all week, whereas before we didn't have that. So that could be the only thing I could think of.
Oh, that thing. Oh, man. Oh, I didn't know his name, but one that's like 20 feet tall. I would say Cletus. Yeah, you know, maybe if I took out his leg, like, you know, when I get tackled, like a dude jumps at me and hits my ankle, I fly up in the air, I would have to do that to Cletus. Then I would know what it feels like to be a DB.
I couldn't play as myself in Madden 2004 or years beyond because, you know, I had no conception of what I needed to do with myself on the video game. I could barely play the game myself. You know, when I was in my 5th, 6th year, I mean, I just was wild and rambunctious, and I did anything to gain a yard. And I played the same way on Madden, so my Madden game sucked there. Definitely Lamar. Now, you know, now that I'm older, I know how to play with Lamar in the game. I know how to play under control. I know how to pass when I need to and run when I need to. And even back then, I was much better with like Drew Brees and Peyton Manning when the pass division was like this wide. But still, I still play Madden to this day. I still love the game, and I'm pretty sure my son gonna grow up playing it as well. Give me somebody to whip up on.
That's it for us here at Fox Sports Media Day. If you guys want more Super Bowl 54 coverage, go over to digitaltrends.com or stay tuned for Digital Trends Live. Until next time, I'm Riley Winn with Digital Trends, and thanks for watching.